Come and have a look at this, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Supercar Diaries, and welcome to the Novitec Maserati MC20 Cielo. The Maserati got something really right with this car, and if that one thing is the most important thing, it's what this car looks like. Bloody heck, it is so good looking. Very attractive, and especially in this livery with the grey, the carbon fiber accents, and of course, some gold. Wow. You guys let me know down in the comments what kind of custom color livery you would go for, and also what do you think about this Cielo version, about the topless version? Would you go for that, or would you rather go for the one with the shirt on? Anyways, let's quickly talk about what we've done to this car. It's got quite a bit of carbon fiber on it, but from us, you have these little wings just above the carbon fiber lip at the bottom, as well as here on the hood. But probably the most evidential trademark of us at Novitec on a car are the wheels. And in this case, with this golden look, it just jumps into your eyes, actually. Also, the car riding lower on our Novitec springs, so that wheel just fills up the arch ever so nicely. Now, the wheels on this car, gold, but not real gold. Some of the other components, they are. For example, the badge here on the side, covered in real gold. Also, the trident over here, also in real gold, and at the back, the badge. But this car, wow. There's just something about it. Maserati, you guys did a really great job on the design of this. Couple of mixed emotions on the race, but we'll get to that. Show you what we've done at the rear, and also to hear what it sounds like, have a listen to this. Now that is first and foremost thanks to that gorgeous 3-liter twin turbocharged pre-ignition V6 that Maserati have placed in there. Only weighs about 200 kilograms, but predominantly it's the noise coming from this Novitec sports exhaust system with sport cats and a Novitec rear muffler. The whole exhaust covered in gold, the rear tail tips in carbon fiber, and of course this rear ducktail of ours also carbon fiber, again as mentioned before, the nomenclature covered in real gold. Maserati, you guys have done something fantastic with the looks of this car. Few things we can fault. It's about, I think, 2-3 years old, the MC20 in the coupe version, and it's just a gorgeous looking supercar. But some of it's not that great, and I can't help but point this out, just because we're not used to getting this kind of quality from Maserati, at least not what I know. And that is that on a car that costs about 350,000 euro, I just expect a couple of things to be better in the quality department, to be a little bit more thought over. And yes, we can all say, oh, but you know, you're buying an Italian supercar. That is a different category. The category I'm talking about is a category in which things just shouldn't be the way that they are. Josh, just come over here with the camera if you don't mind. Just want to point out something that I personally don't find that cool. Maybe I can just grab this. I think this shouldn't be the case. 350,000 euros. And look at this. The rubbers don't match. They're fidgety, that part stuck underneath there. And that's just not something that should be the case on a supercar that costs that much. And that's obviously, I'm not deducing or just bringing it down to just the rubbers that don't fit. There are a couple of other things that we've heard over the last couple of years. We were just not 100% sure why in the world are these things happening. Is there some sort of a quality problem with the Maserati MC20? Well, we're going to take this one out on the road and see if she's possibly able to convince us a little bit differently. Let's go. Back into the countryside, out of the studio in the Maserati MC20. Oh, that was crazy. See if we can get that going again. There's something very sweet about this car, and it has 99% to do with the Novitec exhaust. Oh, it transforms that V6. There is a bit of a mixed emotion about this MC20. You've got a partial party that says, I'm not too sure about it. And then you got some that say, it's fantastic, what are you complaining about? I belong to the first party, unfortunately, because there's a sense of mixed emotions about the quality and about the package that this car is. I mean, it's fantastic. You're driving a topless supercar in the beginning of the European summer on beautiful countryside roads. The cock is in the hood. But it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Just doesn't feel like it. And if you would say, I applaud the engine and gearbox and perhaps even the looks, which is part of the strongest personality aspects of this car, then it's the quality that ruins everything. But that exhaust changes a lot of it. It brings so much more emotion into this car because somehow it feels that sometimes a bit of that is lacking. That is not a train, those are the brakes. Cielo meaning heaven. There is a little bit of something heavenly about this car. But I'm not sure if it really grabs me by the short and curlies enough. It's playful, it's Italian, but maybe that's part of the problem. The fact that sometimes I don't really know if I can trust what I'm getting. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. Accolades to Maserati for the design. Look at these rolling shots. This thing, once it's moving, is just so gorgeous. When it's standing there, especially in this livery of grey and carbon fiber and the golden wheels, It is lovely to behold. It's playful, it's got a little bit of, you know, that stallion in it. But then on the other hand, it's not there with the 296. Perhaps I should rather think about the Ferrari Roma, which also doesn't have brakes making noise like that. So let's talk about some of the facts of this car. Thank you very much. Yo, dude, you like left the road to make way for me. Thank you. This car is fitted out with a 200 kilogram heavy or light, we could say, 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine. V6, 3 liters. And oh, this exhaust. The performance is, well, I mean, it is sporty, but it's not otherworldly. On paper, it is a good job. In standard form, it'll get you to 100 in 2.9 seconds and onto a top speed of way over 300. I mean, for a 3-liter V6, that is, quite frankly, proper, we have to say. But we have, of course, upped that quite a bit. We didn't do anything to the brakes. This car, as it is here, in conjunction with that, oh, that exhaust. With that exhaust system, powers up to 711 horsepower and 818 newton meters of torque, which I feel sort of brings this car closer to the edge. It does make it kind of enjoyable. I mean, it is not by a long shot that fast. I just feel like something's missing. You've got the pre-ignition, which gives you quite a lot more intimacy and instantaneous power delivery. It can make it a bit more efficient as well. But it's lacking a little bit of something. It just is. Have my foot down. Onto a more positive note, the suspension that we have fitted to this MC20 Spider is freaking gorgeous. I promise you, Novitec suspension has never ever been uncomfortable, and we're talking low to the ground, but still, it is just a joy to drive, even on these little bumpy back roads. So, again, the exhaust. It's not just about howling up there. Listen to this tunnel. I'm gonna load it and then shift around 4. Did you hear the pop out there? It is special. They've done a great thing with the MC20, and this is my verdict. They've done a great thing. It's a good V6 motor in there, but it doesn't feel like it's really smooth. It doesn't feel like the whole concept has been that overthought. Yes, you can have your fun in that car. You can enjoy it. it's just not good enough for the kind of competition that's out there. In my opinion, it's not good enough. I would take a 296 GTS over this any single day. As a matter of fact, that Roma that we tested just the other day, I would take that over this car. And we're talking a mid-engined Italian supercar, as opposed to a front-engined Italian supercar. That is just a couple of worlds better. The most exciting aspect of this car is honestly the exhaust. And that shouldn't be the case. Not for a Maserati.